How you all doing, folks? I'm Mark Black, and today we're along with Davy K.
And today we're going to demonstrate the new switching system on the Virtuo from Emerald Guitars.
So the first thing we can take a look at today in terms of switches and knobs is a piezo setting on the new Virtuo guitar. Davy, this bottom knob here on the Virtuo guitar is the volume level for the piezo. And the switch over here, we've got the switch. When we set it all the way towards the jacks at the end, that turns on the piezo on its own. It's under saddle piezo.
Yeah. Which is controlled by the Graphtec Ghost system here, the acoustiphonic system. And as Mark, as you said, the switch fully back activates the piezo setting. It gives you a real rich acoustic sound.
Cool. It's good to remind everyone also that actually on these Virtuo guitars currently at the minute there's electric strings on that, so even with that you can hear a real nice defined acoustic sound even with electric strings. And that's the piezo switch. Bringing the switch towards the middle a little bit, Davy, it turns on the humbuckers.
Yep, turns on the two Fishman Fluence pickups that's been installed on the new Virtuo as well. And so when it's in the middle position here at the back switch, you get the mixture of the piezo plus the Fishman Fluence pickups, creating a really unique sound. As you give them a demonstration, Mark, I'm sure you can.
Two on here now at the moment. Here we go. We've got piezo and mag going through here. If I dial the mag off for a second, I can see my piezos. I'll slowly dial in the mag on top of that there. There's a lot of bite in that sound. It's nice,
it's a great sound.
Nice bite electric sound. So that's the pickup selector in the middle switch there currently for the piezo and the humbuckers. All the way, of course, over to towards the pickups just turns on the electric suite alone on its own, so then you'd only have the humbuckers on at that point. So we'll leave it in the middle now for now. Just this switch here, Dave, you might tell us what this one's about.
This switch here controls the positions of your Fishman Fluence pickups. Obviously, like most electric guitars, when it's in the back position, it's your bridge pickup. Middle position is the two pickups on simultaneously, and in the front pickup is on whenever this is pushed fully forward. So that's just basically your selector switch for the two Fishman Fluence pickups.
Davey, there's a few more options available also when we started looking at the volume and the tone of the Fishman Fluence humbuckers. For example, on the tone, it allows us to split those humbuckers into single coil, which is great for this guitar. It gives us a lovely clean single coil tones there.
The nice shimmery. Nice single coil, shimmery, chimey tone that we're all very familiar with. Sounds great.
And the volume, when you pull on the volume, it gives it a kind of a hot-rodded humbucker tone.
That's right. What happens is, obviously they're in humbucking mode as it is, and when you pull the volume knob up, it gives it a hotter humbucker. I'll do it first of all with the humbuckers in their normal state. And a quick flick of the volume knob, and it gives it that hotter output, a little boost.
Lovely.
Great for driving maybe at the front of an amp there and just getting it into that nice break-up tones. Very, 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 very good pickups.
All right, so this Virtuo guitar also has a third output actually, as well as the piezo and the humbucker output. We've also got a MIDI output, 13-pin Roland. 13-pin Roland. I've connected this to an SY1000, a Boss box. So at the moment I just have a simple Leslie organ patch on here, so I'm going to give it a little strum. It's polyphonic. Turn off the other pickups just for a second. So you just got the MIDI running on its own now. What you can kind of hear there with that, you might send a little bit of a rotary speaker into it. And with an SY1000 or any kind of synthesizer box from Roland or Boss, you're going to be able to create different patches, and this guitar can handle any of those patches when connected to that box. So,
but you've also, Mark, you've got the capability of adding the other pickups to the MIDI as well.
That's true. Yeah, we can blend all three together.
So you can get a really huge sound by using both together, if you know what I mean.
Certainly, we can have acoustic, electric, and MIDI all running together also. I'll give you a little example of that also. So here's the MIDI. It's an organ running this time along with an acoustic, just a piezo. going to add a little bit of electric onto that as well too, so we can get both. So blend of all three. So it's entirely up to the player how they want to blend those in, and if they want to use them, or when they want to use them. So, but great options, great options.
Great effect, great effect. Really fills the sound up too, especially.
So Davy, the output option out of the jack socket as well, you've got mono and stereo.
Mono and stereo, both compatible, yes. If you take like for example, a stereo lead, and to a splitter with 2 mono cables, you can take one cable to one amp and one cable to another amp. For example, you could take your piezo to an acoustic amp or a desk, and you can take your electric signal to an amplifier. And all controlled by the switch, obviously. The switch back in the piezo position will switch on your desk or PA or acoustic amp, etc. And forward to the electric setting will switch on your electric amplifier. So it's all very, very simple and very...
At the moment, just to let you know, folks, myself and Dave here both running stereo out of this at the moment. We're running into a K&K splitter box, so it's a special preamp, and we'll show you a little icon of that up there, so you just know exactly what we're talking about. And we it's a dual amp with kind of one signal in and gives you 2 signals out, so it allows you to take both of these signals and send them to different sources.
Yeah.
And then with the mono cable, standard mono cable, you can also run both in sequence. So both your piezo and your humbuckers are on the same line. So you can. It's a matter of kind of blending them to your own taste at that point, more so than actually send them to different sources or both going to the same source.
Exactly.
But it can be quite nice also just with even an electric guitar going to electric guitar amp to dial in a little bit of piezo. It gives the body of the guitar a nice tone. Okay, folks. Thanks for tuning in today.
And we'll see you next time. Take care.
Take care.